If someone said pink drinks and cozy sweaters, would you be in?
If that sounds good to you, then pull up a seat or pop in your headphones because we're going to share all about how to plan a Galentine's party.
Hi, Redesigning Health and Home. It is Megan Carey. Welcome to our community. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Meg. How are you doing?
Well, I am so great. And as you can tell, I have a little hoarse voice, and I will explain that in a future episode of why it's hoarse. So I think I'm going to be asking you most of our questions today. But before we get started, anyone listening, if you're enjoying Redesigning Health and Home, would you mind giving us a little 5-star rating or maybe a quick review if you have 2 seconds of your generous time? We would absolutely love that.
Yes, and if you're not already following us, because we do have some listeners who say, oh, we listen to you all the time, but they're not actually following us yet. That makes a difference to how easy other people can find us. If you would please give us a follow, we would really, really appreciate it.
We would absolutely be so grateful. Well, Carrie, we are entering February pretty soon.
Yes.
And that's Valentine's Day. And you and I talked how we were going to do a few episodes on how we can love and support so many people in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask you, you did the cutest reel I saw while I was away about you are going to plan or have planned a Galentine's party.
Yes, I'm in the midst of planning a Galentine's party, and that stemmed from me being home by myself, feeling a little, little January blah, and thinking, girl, take some of your own advice then and plan something. So I decided, why not just ask some of the neighbor ladies if they're up for a Galentine's party? And it was funny because one of my sweet neighbors, she said, I don't know what Galentine's is. Did you mean Valentine's? I was like, that's a great question, actually, because it's not obvious right away that Galentine's is Valentine's for you and your gal pals, is what that's about. So, and then I thought, you could call it Palentine's for your pals.
For your pals. Yeah, that's so true. And I have to tell you, because I am out in kind of far rural, I don't have really neighbors.
Sure.
And I got a little bit of those, well, I'm alone, kind of jealous feelings. But the best thing about this is I want to hear all about it because I can live through your fun and what you're planning. So, some of us are a little bit more introverts, and maybe we live not in an area where we have neighbors or friends or family nearby, but we can still enjoy this kind of content and hear all about it. And maybe you can paint the visualization of what you've planned and what you're planning. I know your sweet post talked about pink drinks.
Yes, pink drinks. And actually, I've had a couple people offer suggestions of pink drinks. So I'm taking anybody's suggestions. If you have one, please send it on our socials at Redesigning Health and Home. So I want there to be a pink drink. And I think maybe one mocktail, one cocktail might be a good option to have. So the color scheme is definitely um, pink
Oh,
and gold and cream and maybe a little red sprinkled in there. So,
red. That is so fun. Well, take us from the top because I know you mentioned Canva.
so Canva is a software or a website that I really use often. I use it to make our posts actually for Redesigning Health and Home. Invitations is something that they do as well. You can actually even order the physical invitations from them too. So Canva is an amazing platform that I love to use. I just downloaded the invitation and texted it to my neighbor friends. I sent the invitation to them that way.
That's fantastic. Do you have a start and an end time to this gathering?
So I have a start time. I decided to go with 6:30 in the evening, so people who are working have a little time to regroup after they get home. It's going to be appetizers, which I put on the invitation, some little treats, some kind of pink drinks, as I mentioned, and so it's not going to be a full-on dinner. Definitely appetizers and treats, I would say.
Sounds lovely. Did you put a dress code on this?
I actually did. I suggested a cozy top in pink or red, whatever their favorite is. And the funny thing is, I was like, what am I going to wear? And so I ordered this cute red sweater with white hearts, and it arrived, and I do like it. I just wasn't 100% sure about it, so I ordered a second one.
Okay.
So, once it comes, I will decide which one I'm going to wear. So, I'm gonna be actually sharing a few little sneak peek details, and I'll include the sweaters on there. So, yeah, so I don't often wear sweaters with hearts on them, but hey, it's nice to have a Valentine's sweater in your closet, right?
Okay, so I have a question. If I was invited and I was a little shy or nervous to come, how would you encourage me to come?
So, I think it's always about mm, making people feel comfortable, giving enough information to them so that they know what to expect. And so setting the tone from the words that you choose on your invitation to the vibe that you're setting. Like, this is not, we're not wearing sequin ball gowns here. This is not champagne and fancy hors d'oeuvres. And so setting the stage and saying, wear a cozy sweater. This is all about having fun. We're going to make a couple crafts. So it's setting that real, like, low key, cozy. Everyone can literally walk here, right? They're neighbors. So it's just an evening, pals. It's all about the fun. So I think the language that you choose when you're communicating with your guests is really important to kind of set the stage, right? This is not black tie.
Not black tie. Okay, now are people bringing anything?
I have not asked anybody
Oh,
to bring anything for this event. I'm sure people might offer, but I just feel like there's only 5 of us. It's not like it's a giant party. I did also extend the offer for people to bring a friend if they wanted to, because I thought, oh, that could be fun. I just said, please just let me know so I make sure I have enough treats and food and also craft supplies. So
okay, but
yeah.
this is ladies only.
This is ladies only. Um, I did think about that. And I thought, well, if the guys wanted to sit in the TV room and have a beer and watch TV, great. Feel free to bring them. So I think I will extend that invitation. I need to check with my husband, though. Sometimes he's good with that. And sometimes he's like, oh, you're having one of your girl parties? Bye. I'm going to go to Bass Pro
I'm gonna go to Bass Pros.
and hang out with the guys, or I'm going to go to a sports bar or something. So,
Oh, that's so great. Oh, good. So you have some crafts and you've done the invitations. So you're
yes.
already kind of over the hump. Now you just need to make your hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have some more decorations that I want to gather as well. Because for me, that's the most fun part. I do have some things that I already own, but I just thought it would be fun to go and check out a couple of little spots to see if there's anything special that I'd like. I don't want to get a lot, but for me, that's the most fun part is the decorations. So.
That is so fun. We're coming off that episode where we talked about the January blues. Tell us more about how you were feeling.
Yeah, I was very much feeling like, whew, here's my beautiful new planner. Isn't it gorgeous?
It's gorgeous.
And then I turned it to January. Not much on there. And I thought, well, who could change that? I don't think anyone's going to come knocking on my door and say, hey, I got some great things to put in your planner. So it's always up to me, right? It's always up to you individually. So I thought, well, I will just I will just host the thing and put something fun on my calendar. Now, if you're an introvert and parties are not your thing, obviously you could plan something different. But I did have a thought for you when you mentioned about kind of living a little bit remotely and not having neighbors close by. But you can have a great Galentine's party over Zoom. You can have a Zoom Galentine's party with your daughter and a couple friends or your sister. And, everybody brings their little tray of whatever. You can talk about what you're eating. I don't know, maybe you're playing some music. Maybe you still have a dress code. It could be very fun.
That's a cute idea.
Yeah.
Over COVID, some of our couple friends, we did that once or twice. We didn't do
Yes.
it too many times, but it was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
gosh, I forgot about that's a great idea. and each have your own little mocktail or
Yeah, a little wine and cheese. We have a couple in Rochester that occasionally we call it our wine and cheese over FaceTime, which can be fun. And maybe you choose some kind of icebreaker questions, something fun or funny that you could have planned ahead of time for whoever's on your Zoom call. It could be
this
fun.
is making me think, okay, so you've got your Galentine's party, but we just had the episode about the retreat. Some
Mm.
icebreaker questions. I think this was a work get to know you. This
Mm.
was years and years ago. They had a ball of string. Have you seen that?
No.
And you hold the end,
Hmm.
and there's a question, you answer it, and you have to toss the ball. So
Okay.
you're holding it, and
Yeah.
whoever catches the ball, then they have their question, and you're making this nice
Oh,
web
okay.
connection. And it was
Cute.
really pretty how it ended up weaving together. It was just kind of a fun
Oh, that's so
it was
neat.
almost a game icebreaker
Yes.
fun thing. But gosh, Carrie, you have your party presentation Canva. We have our retreat, you have your brochure.
Mhm.
Now you could have this resource course of how to plan a Galentine's party. Okay, so I saw you got a few submissions for your drink.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I liked the ice cream shake idea
Right? I thought that was really good one too. Yes, and because it's, a mocktail, I guess, right? There's no
and
alcohol in
dessert.
them. And dessert
A,
all in one. Yes.
a
Yeah.
drink dessert, yes. And then
Mhm.
what was the other two? There were some yummy ones.
Yeah, I think one was vodka with raspberry and mint and maybe lemon in there, and
Grapefruit juice.
yes, a pink grapefruit kinda drink, which sounds really good too, so I might have to taste test some of these ahead of time to see which one's the winning winning one.
And now I'm trying to think about, are you doing kind of pink red foods?
Yeah, I think some
Oh.
pink and red foods would be fun. Obviously, there's gonna have to be a little chocolate in there because 'cause I'm a chocolate gal.
Oh, yeah, chocolate.
Yes, yes. So I'm trying to imagine something that's, like, a little bit hearty enough to kinda be dinner, but not crazy labor intensive, you know? So, yeah, I've
That's
been
great.
been thinking about that. I have not decided what it's gonna be yet, but I'll figure it
Well,
out.
I'll tell you one little sneak peek from the reason my voice is so hoarse. We were at one little spot on this getaway, and my husband and I were sitting at a little table, and the kids, our adult kids, they
Mhm,
went off to get a little treat.
mhm.
And she came back, and it was this hot chocolate, and it had sprinkles on it and the most luxurious whipped cream. And she was saying the gentleman that was preparing it was making a really big deal that this was handcrafted hot chocolate. It was so thick and tasted just like you were drinking this the most my mouth is watering. The most liquid, delicious chocolate bar.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was so delicious. So, I am picturing all of this fun, like you said, cozy.
Yes. Yep, cozy, but also a little festive. So, one thing that I love to do, regardless of what kind of party it is, and I get this from my mom, is to bring out the fancy dishes. Not precious, but, you know, with different heights and like crystal and wood and all the different textures. And I don't know. I just feel like it kind of elevates the party a little bit when you bring out the good dishes. Otherwise, what are we saving them for? Like, honestly, who are we saving them for? As far as I know, the king is not coming over. So,
Drinking.
you know, I don't think there's any celebrities coming to my house. So my friends are my celebrities. So I'm getting out the good dishes for that. And I would love to share the crafts with you, but I can't
I know.
see too much. But I decided on two crafts. One is firmly planned and I have the materials for it.
Great.
and it will be an item that you can decide to keep for yourself or give as a gift. The second the second craft was totally a spontaneous purchase because I just got suckered into how adorable something was. I don't even know what we're going to make with it yet, but I was just like, "Oh yeah, this is going to be part of a craft."
That is so great. Okay, I one of my biggest questions is how as a host, because I am not doing these things, you are the hostess with the mostest. How do you know when it's time to, "Ooh, I better start wrapping this up."
Wrap things up. I
Mm.
just feel like the energy changes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And also, I think it partly depends on the crowd, right? And the age of the crowd. I mean, at my age and stage, we're not staying out till 3 in the morning. So at least I know that, right? It's starting at 6:30. I can imagine, you know, hour 3 at the most. It's probably wrapping up. I don't like to put an end time on things because if everybody's having a great time or like you get into some really great conversation, I'm not stopping that. Let's keep on chatting. So,
That's perfect. Okay. So casual, cozy, fun, some good
yes.
food, some drinks, however people want them.
Yep.
Come as you are. And that's so nice that you're saying bring a friend or bring a relative.
Yeah.
That might give that comfort to someone.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that people do that actually. Bring their daughter or bring their bestie or
Ah,
just somebody that we don't already know just to add to the group because that's fun meeting somebody new.
you are so great. Jeez. I really wish I was your neighbor.
You used to be, remember?
Yes. Oh my gosh. We did a lot of fun with the little ones.
We
Yes.
did.
But that
Yes.
is so great. I hope you take a ton of pictures. I hope you post a ton of pictures because people like me from afar, or maybe that don't have that community, we can jump in virtually to your party and just live through it and hear about it because kind of that's what gives me joy, hearing what you're doing. And this sounds amazing.
Well, I'm gonna even make it better. I'm gonna extend to you the invitation of we're gonna do a virtual Galentine's together. Let's do it. Let's do it. It would be so fun. I'm
All
already
right.
starting to think about what we could do.
Yeah, we could do it. Now, we
Okay.
could maybe open that up?
Ooh, oh my gosh, yes. An RHH Galentine's party? Are you kidding me? Remote? Love
Yes.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah, or Palantines for any of our
Galentine's? Yep.
gentlemen that might want to pop on and
Yes.
raise a mocktail and say
Yeah.
happy February love month.
Yes.
Alright, oh my gosh, it's out in the universe.
It's out there now. I'm excited. That's a great idea. Oh my gosh, Meg, you're a genius. Okay, we are going to really think about this
But
and
Carrie, I might be too nervous to sign on.
so here's what's interesting about that. So Meg can stand in front of an entire class of people coming to take her fitness classes like a pro. You are you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great.
You are cute and you are the best cheerleader and the motivator. And I just love these ideas. Carrie, this is so great. Oh my gosh. Your party. Do you have a name for this party?
Just Galentine's party.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to see the pictures. And we'll stay tuned if we do a virtual version or not. Or maybe that's year two.
Yeah. Well, we can decide to put this in or not. So we can talk about it.
Yes. Well, very good. Well, thank you for sharing about that. I'm so excited. And then next week, we are going to do a little bit about planning for some fitness fun if you have travel or upcoming events, and a little bit more about why my voice sounds the way it does.
Yes, I can't wait to hear all the details. When you've had a chance to rest your voice and you're fully, back to your strong sounding self, we will dig into all of that great stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for listening to the Redesigning Health and Home podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, we would love for you to like, share, and follow along so you can catch us on all future episodes. You can find me, Meg, at Fit, Fed, Feeling Good on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you can find me, Carrie, on my website at homestylewithcarrie.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Homestyle with Carrie. That's Kerri. And you can find both of us at Redesigning Health and Home on Instagram and Facebook. So join us next time for more inspiration on creating a home and a lifestyle that truly supports your best health.